So, welcome back to Bloodlords, session 30 something, 35, I believe.
That's true.
The party finds themselves in Ylet, the giant desert metropolis of Geb. Materialistic, and academic, you are here to hunt a grave hag called Nathnalma. She is a teacher, apparently visiting teacher, at an academy called the Twilight Castrum. And last session, you had finalized talks with two of Berlin's connections, two Bloodlords, that knew of her and had information perhaps that could help you. Last session consisted of some talks, some buying, some selling, some researching, and it ended with some gaming when you were invited to Lord Kirill's hotel, and he invited you to a game of Blood Price, like a simulation of Geb's economy and territories. I believe Mai and Crow banded together to win in the end, impressing Kirill Vonth. And a discussion followed concerning your plan of dealing with Nathnalma. We ended with a bang, exactly, with you giving some sort of rod, who knows what it is, that produced a fireball.
It was a wonder fireball.
Exactly. Alright, and so we can start there. It's nearing the end of the second cycle, so that basically means let me get that information back up. Basically the end of nightly revelries and going into like the lockdown of the city, basically.
I forget, had people still had downtime to do? Or was it done? I forget.
I think we did all the downtime. Yeah. Although right now, like Crow, probably before we go meet with the, we were heading to meet, I think, with the other guy. Before we go, the Crow would like to be healed a little bit.
Well, the thing about the other guy, Stephanie, is that he said he would be findable sundown before he would leave for the night, basically. He seems to be a bit of an outdoorsy type.
True.
But it's about to be locked down, we can't be out on the streets, let's go home.
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
so, you could get some rest.
Yeah, rest, heal up. Okay, yeah. Then do that tomorrow.
Alright, so you make your way back to Hostel, like the quiet, on the cheaper side, inn, where you have a room. Yes, and you rest for the night, I believe. Crow, you have a bed to yourself in a private room. Mai is using it to sleep on the floor as a fox, and Ocean for chilling.
I'm daring anyone to fucking steal from me. Come on, good motherfucker.
I am sleeping on the nice chair I have, you know.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, of course. I get a nice cushion chair, yes.
I guess, point, actually, how late is it when we would get back to the hostel? Something did come to my mind we could technically do.
You still have like an hour before like sunrise.
Okay, then no, nothing then for today.
Okay.
Definitely explore that.
Also, can you give me just like a general intimidation check as you, find your seats and
I'm just staring at the guy who's in the best seat, like, get the fuck out of my chair.
Make rest.
Oh my god.
Get the fuck out of that chair.
Basically, like prison rules, you just look at the biggest dude with the biggest chair and you're like, you stare him down without issue. Like, he makes like a, this burly orc just makes like a high-pitched yelp before he leaves. As you go to rest, in your sturdy armor, definitely not like a standard skeleton. Once the rest is completed and you come back to your awakening, you do realize that like a circle, like an area around you, all the tables still have stuff on it. The dust hasn't been cleaned. It looks like everybody has like straight clear from you. Yeah.
Dusty, clean. I love it. This is also like having up the ground floor. This is my humor.
All right, yes, and the night is uneventful. You can meet back up after a long rest.
Nice.
What do you want to do?
Whoa. Oh,
Shall we then go and meet with him? Then go from there, wherever our path leads us. I have some ideas, of course.
no, sure not.
Did he mention that he wanted to, like, at any point before nightfall, or did he did he want to
We
be?
can't have that much time before night from now, right? Like if we.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
but
So you start hearing like the harmony of trumpets indicating like this changing of cycles. As
So we have, like,
it's
8
sort of
hours before.
like late afternoon.
Yeah, so we have like a few hours before it, right? So, did he mean like when
It depends.
the next
Yeah, I
round
mean
is?
depends. Like he said at sundown, which would be relatively soon.
Yeah, I mean, am I right? So I guess his sundown literally means like the sundown. That's what he would care
Is
about.
this when the sun starts going down? Yeah, so you should probably
We should go now.
turn it on. If you
I
want to meet him.
agree. Let's get down with that part. Then we can handle the other matters that aren't as specifically timed.
Don't know what you're talking about. Okay. And Maya leads the way towards the temple and the abode.
Yeah, so you definitely remember that next to the temple of Urgatho, the Palladium, is the Harrow House, which is this hotel that Zithny is staying in. It's as you make your way there, you see that compared to like the crumbling of the temple, this hotel seems to be in great shape. Really, it's as you walk in, it's chic and fashionable. Seems pretty newly constructed. Even without rolling your knowledge of architecture, makes you know that this is a new addition to the plaza. You see in the lobby of the Harrow House are these statues of Urgathoa that you've seen before, like in the underwater temple. But this one, instead of like being mostly like nude, she's clad in extravagant outfits. And you quickly ask around for the room of Lord Zithny. He seems to be pretty well known around these parts, and you get his room number. And you, I'm assuming like you knock on the door.
Yeah, Crow knocks on the door as usual.
Yeah, so Crow, you take points. The door is quickly opened by a pretty like buff female orc with like long, like an underbite basically. Just stares at you.
Do they have vampires as well, like red eyes and Camarino?
No, they do not.
We are here to meet accept Lord Sydney's invitation. I am Crow. These are my acquaintances.
Names.
Crow.
My.
Oh, stupid.
Wait here. Smashes the door shut. Yes, and after not too long, the door opens, she lets you in. The room that Zithny has seems to be quite large because there's like the room you find yourself in is like just a sitting room basically for visitors. Yes, and the orc points at some chairs like right next to the door, like some simple chairs, and says, "Waiter, I'll be with you soon."
Crow takes a seat.
Yeah, you see several servants like walking about. There's like 3 doors on the ends of the room. Yes, but before too long, out of the door opposite you comes walking Zithny in this kind of the same garbs, a different color, like the open robes with his chest out. He like still the tiara, holding his hair up. He says, "Friends, how nice of you to join me."
Quite.
Yeah.
Please, rise. I hope you didn't expect us to loiter in this boring place all night when your lad has so many interesting distractions to offer. Oh no. You are going to join me to party, my new friends. We're going to revel, we're going to indulge, and we are going to overconsume.
Oh, in that case, I should have brought more. I known I would have probably gotten better clothes for you then. But
The best plans are spontaneous. And he holds out his arms, and one of his servants slides over like an evening coat.
Crow swaps into an evening coat, then, I guess. Oh no, he gets an evening coat. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. He gets dressed in an evening coat, and points at the door.
Oh, that's cool then. Crow starts leading the way.
Lovely.
Yeah. I finally get off my chair where I've been having most of continuing to sit down and then start like slowly walking towards the door.
He catches up to you and pats you on the shoulder. Says, "Do try to keep up. It'll impress the celebrants."
I just walk very slightly faster.
Alright.
I would say I was actually doing my speed was 10, maybe now it's 15. Almost my max speed actually.
Very nice. Okay. So he's also casually strolling, so you don't have to try very hard to keep up. You make your way to the outside of the Harrow House, where there's already a coach waiting. Relatively like a large coach, clearly big enough for all of you. It's like dressed in these warm colored like woods, and drawn by 4 like skeletal horses. Yes, and he walks past and is the first to enter, waits for you to join on the coach.
Yep, get on.
Yeah.
Alright. Yes, you make your way on the coach, and he just claps his hands twice.
On the outside.
Make me a perception check. Look on the outside of the doors. No, you don't see a lock on the outside. You do see like a lock on the inside.
That's fine. I'm not worried about that. Worried about the lock
And
on the
as the
outside.
door closes on either side, you do hear like as the locks magically move.
Is there a way to unlock it? I thought it's sort of locked. Okay.
You can try it if you want.
It's these like
Let's
speed
try.
locks that are on modern cars, you know. It's
Yeah,
when
it's
they're
like-
above a certain speed. Yeah.
Child locks, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the coach begins moving. Sorry.
How expensive are coaches like this nowadays?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't really look at the any numbers on the sheets.
Ah, that is fair. Yes, that is fair.
Things are provided once you join the celebrants.
They certainly to the team was looking forward. It's certainly a great benefit.
The coach is not the highlight of the evening. I'm happy to inform you. This will be a night of revelry. And,
Of course.
he-
I mean, generally benefits like this are great. It is a great thing to have.
A man of taste. Well, we'll see how well you fare. And the coach starts moving. You see still like the sun sinking below the horizon. So Ma, you finally feel comfortable like undressing your cloaks. Through the panes of window that this coach has, you can see like the rich tapestry of like orange and purple shining in. You found yourself at the beginning of a night with Disney. The coach doesn't travel long, a few minutes before it stops, and you are quickly led into like a side entrance of. You can quickly like get the name of the establishment. It's called the Beguiling Serpent. And once you head in, it's relatively small. For those familiar with establishments such as this, like it is clearly like some sort of like seedy drug den. You can see like a bar tucked away in the corner. And yeah, as you enter, you sorry. Yeah.
My kind of place.
Perhaps your sharp nose immediately like notices like the sultry scent of incense, and the room, even though early in the night, is already like pulsing with life. You can see, you can see like some belly dancers, like in the opposite wall on the stage. No, these seem to be all alive and dressed in, well, not much, but like a lot of shimmering jewelry around their body. And you see they twist like slowly with hypnotic music leading them. And you see various like sofas and seats taken up by small groups engaging in like whispered conversation. But Zithny makes his way to like one particularly like bigger corner of the inn, and like throws away like a reserved sign. Now, please join me, and snaps at the servants.
Take a seat.
Yep.
Sure.
Soon after you, like the low table in front of you, there are various like hookahs brought, and this Zithny like immediately like takes like a draw of it, and then passes it along to you, Mai.
What did he pass along? Sorry.
Like this hookah, like there's this glass, like almost like tube and. Yeah, no, like pipe.
One of those. Okay, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like this
low.
crystalline pipe, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's still like recovering from his hits basically when he automatically passes to the next one. Do you partake?
I partake and I pass it along to the next one next to me.
All right, that would be Crow.
Forte.
Okay, now. Is there a way to...
Is there any save to this, or...?
Yes, yeah, make me forward to save.
Would this be a... I guess this wouldn't be an inhaling and not ingesting.
Exactly.
Okay. Too bad.
Well, isn't inhaling like a subcategory of ingesting?
No, they're different.
No, okay.
Poison's a different sort of...
Unfortunate. I still get a bonus from being undead. So I have a +1 to this.
Might be relevant.
24.
All right. Crow, do you wait for Maya's reaction, or do you like? What do you do?
Just thinking that is there at all feasible way to
Take it.
fake taking it?
Yeah, it would be like definitely it would be like a deception check in this case, to like try and pass it off.
Yeah, you could just suck it into your mouth and not actually inhale into your lungs and stuff, you know?
Yeah, like thaumaturgists obviously have experience with like poisons and intakes. So yeah, you can definitely like maybe have some technique to make sure that you're not like under the effects of this inhaling. But it would be a deception check to try and pass it off.
Crow will try this. Like, is it a secret deception check? Or pop like?
I believe that is.
Yeah, if we're saying it's like stealing or like, I mean, most of it are lying, I guess, right? It's just secret. It's like the most lying.
Yeah,
I guess
let's see, skill, deception, lie, which is secret, yes.
Okay, sure.
Personally, it's also secret, which you could also say it's kind of what it is. So
Yeah, true.
I think they're all secret, these kind of things.
Yeah, so for the other two, yeah, you definitely see Crow like take a good size hit, and process it. And do you hand it over to Ostion? Also, you're not sure how this would affect you at all as you being a skeleton.
Yeah, I just like kind of look at it for a couple of seconds and then just like shrug inside my brain and then just like do it, I guess.
Okay, yeah, just like put it on your skeletal jaw.
Yeah, just like whatever.
And
I don't know how skeletons work. It is.
Yeah, give me a fortitude.
And I'll pass it to Theus afterwards.
You can't pass it up to Theus? You just like all in front of his skull.
Yeah, I just like hold it in front of his mouth and like, you know.
Yeah, sure. Can you have a fortitude for him as well?
Yeah. He has the same fortitude. Nice. It's nice. Than I.
Wow, so similar.
He's good at taking this stuff.
Alright. Yeah, so all of you, through various ways or another, are... Like, you definitely feel this affects you. Like, immediately after you take it, like all the... the dim lights, the candles spread across the room, they brightly almost explode with lights, and the music starts almost like encircling you, like if you're in a stereo. The emotions you see across the room, they start vaguely like shadow themselves. You definitely feel high, even you, Ostion. Somehow that maybe there's some magical element to this. But none of you. No. Sorry, Crow. Yeah, you pass off the smoke, still in your mouth, in low volumes until you're safe. Yes, and once this first round has been completed, Zithny speaks up. You should have joined me yesterday. I must say, the funniest thing happened on that coach. One of those vexing militaristic parades happened, causing a bit of a traffic stop. Well, now the wagon in front of us was transporting this woman, I suppose you can call her that, round and rotund, who, due to a sudden stop at a corner, fell off, rolled through the streets until she came to a crashing halt, whining and crying. It was perhaps the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Crow gives a very polite...
like a polite laugh.
I'm just kind of staring in his face a little bit. It's hard for you to tell, I guess, compared to normal.
It's good to appreciate the little things in life. Tell me, what makes you laugh the most?
Laugh the most.
Then does he start asking, looking for someone specific, or does he?
Well, he looks at you in turn, so he seems to be expecting an answer from all of you.
Crow looks like he's thinking this question over.
He asked what makes them more or laugh the most.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have never laughed.
You have never experienced mirth, joy?
Not
I'll take
that I can remember.
Contentment.
Sort of tilts his head a little bit. Once.
By the gods, you are hard to enjoy an evening with. Alright, share me of this one experience you've had. It better begin.
Ostion thinks so. He doesn't take a second. He's like, when we last fought, and I proved to myself I was not weak as I once imagined. Then I was content.
Power is fun. I can agree with you there.
Perhaps fun. It was enjoyable.
Did you enjoy the act of destroying your enemies, or was it merely your own growth.
He also owns my wolf.
Boring, alright. What of you two? He dismisses yours.
For me, I believe what brings me the most enjoyment is meeting new people and socializing with others.
Sort of shudders a little bit in the background, quite noticeable.
This, whether this brings laughter it depends, of course, on the circumstances.
Companies are
Such.
vital of importance, yes.
Yes, but if good humor is shared and such, of course, laughter is also done. I
Alright,
think
tell me
there's
of your
other
best companion you've ever met.
Best companion.
I won't take offense if you do not mention me. We've only known each other for the briefest of times.
That is a good question. If you don't mind, I will ponder this for a moment, as I have traveled to great many places and met great many people. Oh no, just merely that it's hard to remember all the details of all the people.
Especially in a long life. And what of you, Fox of the Pallet Princess?
If it's simply laughter that you're after, my life have made me find it mostly in battle. But it's not what gives me the largest form of contentment. What brings me contentment is feeding. For
Yes.
hunger is desire that taunts me the most.
Oh, I feel you there, sister. A very nicely put answer. Now, back to you. I'm assuming you've given us some thoughts.
Yes. There was my travels once. This was in... What was it in... God damn it, I'm blanking on the name of the city. What's the name of the fucking... huge city?
Absalom?
Absalom.
Is it Absalon or is it a different one?
Absalom, yeah, Absalom.
Okay.
This was back when I was in Absalom for the first time. It had been
Decent
quite some
library.
times. Yes, it's been quite some times I've met individuals who did not look at my kin and contentment as one would imagine. Outside of Gap, I am treated as much undead as any of you are. This a man who also proved to be a very interesting character. They had great many stories to share, and pretty lots and lots of interesting things that I later could share to others in my travels. And of course, laugh to the fullest extent to the funny things that they had in their own.
Mentor of mirth. Please tell me of this individual's name.
The names are difficult. I did not. Crow tries to reflexively move his glasses since they help him remember names. It's like, Crow says a name. I kind of want to come with a good name in my head. I'm horrible coming names something like. But Crow says a name.
Sure.
Since I basically write a new backstory here, more backstory.
Mr. X.
Mr. X. Oh, keep it in mind. You're right, Absalom has difficulties, but not impossible to overcome if you have the resources.
Yes, it's also the city of many things as due to its size. one can actually meet the people that do not necessarily judge you based on who you are, but instead what you do.
You might have, trouble in Gab. A lot is on your station and history.
Of course, yes, those are things here, but here I have opportunity to prove myself, unlike in lots of other places.
Indeed you have. Improve yourself tonight. You must. Alright, get a hero point. Crow, I enjoyed that improv. And you spoke of meeting people. I gathered you're interested in some persons in Heelette. I have information. I'm not above whispering behind people's back. But there is a... Oh.
Franco. He's a busy man. Good to respect stuff like this.
I like the old-timey call, like the ringtone.
Yes.
I'm like, it was
Was it not a doorbell maybe?
I think it might be like
someone rang the door.
Yeah.
But they couldn't open the door somehow.
These fools.
Right, so... Yeah, so you asked about the people that you were interested in.
Well,
You are
suppose.
needed once more.
as I believe the person that we most urgently have any interest towards is the same one as you have some interest towards. Telma.
Way to bring down the mood. I'm joking, of course. There is shared interest there. Alright, what do you wish to know over? A few little dirty secrets.
Of course, that is to be expected. We are interested in, I suppose, whether there's something regarding this whole thing. You know what our general motivations with her are. Whether there's something we can help you with, while also dealing with this mapper. And any information that would aid us in achieving our goals. That you are willing to share.
Well, I know where the crow lives.
Yes, she lives in Crows as the exact location, because we already didn't know that.
Interesting. I know her house is guarded.
So it is.
quite heavily, we are told. By mummies.
You heard different than I.
Oh.
Do share.
Oh.
I hear their walls are stalked by shadow. Guarding for outsiders.
Interesting.
That would match the first hag.
Shadow was created by mummies.
It was only the
Perhaps,
white that told us about the mummies, right? Berlin
Yeah.
didn't know anything.
Yeah. Well, we know the whites are with him, so like, both could be true. Interesting. Perhaps not all our sources are variable, or I suppose both could match. If they did indeed have multiple cards at the cards.
Well, it's not impossible for them to be. They're not necessarily mutually exclusive. But they could all also be bullshit.
I've never stepped inside, is merely what I hear. Fine, let's continue this conversation elsewhere. He stands up.
He also plays stunt moves a little bit when he stands up.
Yeah, it's a little bit like your mental daze after exerting yourself.
It's not making my psychic power even stronger.
Yes, and you are led back to the coach when he quickly mentions to the driver an address you're not familiar with. And before long, you stop before another inn of some kind. You see like a sign with like a large barrel that is like dripping red. And yes, you enter the inn called the Ghoulish Blood Vat. You see a gathering of individuals in the middle of the room, like surrounding a massive vat filled with like dark, vicious liquids. And you see all of these people hold goblets, and as you enter, you were also given one, like this metallic silver like goblets, quite large in your hand.
I don't think vampires
Don't think I have
silvers. So.
Yeah, Zisny as well. Just you should know your patrons better. And before long, some golden ones are delivered.
I don't know if vampires actually have anything to do with silver in this.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if like any silver item like hurts you, but it's just like the comfort basically. You don't really want to drink out of something you're allergic to. So Zithny leads you to the center, where he quickly dips inside of the vat and starts sipping the contents, and you can see his eyes like immediately like roll back, and you see just the whites of the eyes as he's like enjoying whatever drink this is.
My does the same. She might even take...
at least. He kind of just like, without much hope, kind of pours it, like basically like shots it down his neck, when it's like empty.
Okay. Anyone who drinks, give me a force save.
Might take a bit of a slight gulp instead of.
How can it be effective?
But this
you're not the only skeleton here, Ocean, for your interest. There's a group of 3 skeletons dressed in like purple cloaks.
So got that. This is 26, and if it's a success, it's a critical success. Oh wait, no.
Right.
It would only be if I fail. If failing this would give me the sickening condition, then it's a critical success.
Oh Jesus! Okay.
Yeah.
Poor bit out to see us as well, I, like feed him a little bit. Like, no, try
like
this.
fucking.
I'll pass on this one.
I poured down his throat.
Like
the. Can I even show this? What the Iron Gut does? But yeah.
People click on it.
So you're getting +2 circumstance bonus to remove. Yeah. Against gaining and removing the sickening condition, and if I roll success against affected by this bonus, I get a critical success.
Yeah.
And it's only if I'm ingesting something. So many.
Now, Ocean, you all of you succeed. So you Crow and Mai, you're familiar with the drinking of blood and wine, of course. This is very like a very thick, dark substance. You definitely can taste like the metallic blood within, like interlaced with wine. It's very like sweetened, like with some spices. But all of you do succeed, and you hold it down. As this is a taste, you're very much. The aftertaste is very much something that you're not used to. Ocean, you notice that as you drink it, it doesn't fall like through your body. Immediately, like the skull and the bones surrounding it, like almost like absorb this liquid. And you can also see like these skeletons, this other group, they're actually like smearing it on like their arms and legs. They don't even like drink it. They just they just like put it on their bone basically. He is having some trouble. You can hear him boss, I'm telling you this was a mistake. The whole room is can you stop spinning?
I start spinning him and like telekinetically to try to counteract his spinning.
Oh boy.
Make it worse.
Alright, swap the direction.
Okay,
yeah. Even worse.
Give me another fortitude save for him.
He's got it now.
He is gonna puke.
He pukes.
I need help!
Okay, yeah, you help him stabilize, but he's like, oh,
I'm like making him into gyroscope, you know? Like,
stabilizing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see
Driver
Sydney
keeps
like
restarting.
recovering from his like ecstasy, basically. Another curiosity. We've talked about enjoyments. Who or what incurs your wrath?
What's the name of that guy?
Utilizing that energy. I see.
I need to go to.
A bit predictable.
I need to go to my backstory. Oh wait, does my backstory even tell me? I think it tells me. Yeah.
It should probably mention. I probably mentioned.
Yeah, but it's like an actual character in the campaign, so I can't.
Yeah,
I had
I would
to think
mention
for a
like.
moment.
What were you thinking of?
The
Blood Oath, his name is.
yeah, something Blood Oath.
Agrum Blood Oath, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check.
Blood Oath. There we go. Yeah, Avram Blood Oath.
Agrum Blood Oath, yeah.
Mhm.
The Lord of Corpse Lights, yes.
Avram Blood Oath.
Interesting. A man I've met quite recently. Well, recent in our own life, of course.
He seems like a recent addition to Gab, from my understanding.
Indeed, boisterous, but blunt.
Crow seems to be thinking.
In the meantime, Zithny is getting like a second helping.
Yeah, I'll spread another helping just directly in my both. Does it
Yeah.
feel anything for me? Like, was this like... It's like a...
Give me another
but,
protest.
Okay. But like, he seems to enjoy it.
I
He's
also-
going to try and see if he can get some of this enjoyment for himself.
I also keeps drinking. Do I roll? Oh, there we go.
Wow.
That's a.
Yeah, so with the second drink, yeah, also you're pretty sure that this is affecting you less than it like, well, not like it should, but like how it affects others. But you do start feeling. You can decide for yourself how you feel about this, but like yeah, some cloud in your thoughts, the sharpness of your mind dulls. You find yourself like in moments just like realizing that, oh, I wasn't thinking of anything for a while,
Scary.
you know. Yeah, so it is definitely affecting you in some way. But yeah, for you it's basically it's not. It doesn't seem to be that strong. And all in all, maybe you're just like used to like the side effects, but it's just like a nice drink. You're getting used to the taste.
Yeah.
Like it's like satiating you, but like both, you know, like with your vampirism.
What was the name of the guy we're talking to again?
Lord
Sydney.
Sydney.
Sifney?
Yeah, it's spelled like this.
Okay, Sifney. And how about you, Sifney? A bit unfair for us to be only ones to share, no?
Of course, if you'll allow this answer, it is quite an easy one for me. The Builders League. Those stuffy bastards and their secrets never play ball. Yes, I hope your dealings with them are short and seldom. Or you die of boredom.
We did use them to fuck over the tax collective a while ago.
A worthwhile effort, as those things go.
They seem quite... that. Just as their contracts are.
You've nailed it, exactly. Ah, yes. Just thinking of them makes this a danger of ruining the nights. Come, we have many more appointments to go to.
John like takes a goblet with him.
Alright.
Curiosity's sake.
A new colored drink. What?
Crow managed to avoid the question that he didn't want to answer. Excellent.
Yeah, he seems to have forgotten about it.
Yeah, because Crow didn't want to keep the truth. or try to come up with a good lie.
Yeah, you kind of just like, maybe like you're looking into your drink, seemingly thinking until attentions pass over. Yeah, Osteon, you take the goblet. No one is, makes mention of it with your current company. And yeah, you're led back outside into the coach, to the third destination, which is there's this large theater. It seems like a playhouse called the Twin Stories. Crow, even without rolling, this is a famous theater, basically like the cultural central point of Ylet. But before long, as Zisny jumps off the wagon and is talking to like the person like next to the closed door, you start hearing like raised voices, and after like another minute or so, Zithny re-enters the wagon. Apparently, it shows are cancelled for the night. Can you believe this, luck?
Well, that is most unfortunate. Did they say a reason for our misfortune?
No, apparently some of their spirits have fallen ill. I don't even know how such a thing is.
Well, I was just about to joke about the fact that that's not possible, but...
If you ask me, it's a sorry excuse for some leisure time.
Most unfortunate.
Well, maybe we'll meet them on the road.
I've got the next best thing. Makes a motion towards the driver and leads you to, on the same street, a establishment called the Spectral Soiree. It is, as you walk, like one large hall, basically, where you see performers, ghostly and spectral waltzing and dancing like in time, basically like twirling around, floating through the air with a haunting melody. You don't see any like musicians. The music seems to emanate from like the walls around you. And these spirits, like, yeah, their faces are locked in like an expression of like eternal joy. And as Zithny enters, he immediately takes the hand of like this ghostly woman, and they start like waltzing together. You definitely see that Zithny is upping the tempo and throwing in some extra like moves. This is not a traditional waltz as, for example, Crow would know it.
Okay, can I roll esoteric law on? Is this like a hold, or is this Michael? Is this an effect? If it's like,
you can try
what special thing is going on here?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, give me a lore check.
Yeah, my looks towards the everything and takes it all in and gives a bit of a smile and well, this has been a bit too long, and she'll grab a dancer. She doesn't care if it's a female or male spectre that she grabs.
Nice. So you grab a dancer, Crow. You take in the scene. It seems to be there's some magic occurring here, obviously with the music emanating from all around you. The spirits, they don't seem to be a haunt, or at least not a negative one. You're not sure if it's just a very good performance, or and these are like spirits with minds of their own, or if it's like a more of like a combined haunt with like more of a hive situation where this performance is set. You're a bit befuddled by it. As you like start moving around the room, you definitely like your senses are all going haywire. There's a lot of various.
Mai is going to also increase the tempo a bit.
Okay.
And to be more exact, she wants to use a focus point because I'm never gonna use this skill ever. Frenzied Reverie.
Oh.
Which is literally her dancing around.
That is sick. Okay, yeah.
And because
Very
it's 4th
cool.
level now, it's a +2 status bonus to all will saving
Infectious
throws.
Frenzy, yeah, dancing and all.
Howling Willy
companions.
You know what? I'll
So is
join
everyone in
in.
this area, right?
When
Yeah.
Ocean sees this, he'll join in. He's a bit fucked up. This looks quite enjoyable in a weird sort of way.
Yeah, Crow
Okay.
will join like after we trying to figure out what's going on. He will take a dancer, and I guess he would also probably end up in the mice cone of circle of influence.
All right, very cool.
Also sharing his own like auras with that. Although the mice thing is just superior thing right now.
Sure, yeah. Okay. Also, as you join, you definitely hear Thea like, "Oh no, wait, we're not gonna spin again, right? I've just recovered."
I like just take him out. I can just like roll him along the floor, like just like.
Just like drop him basically.
Pull him into like the corner or something. So just like.
Thank you again. So I see the picture goes away. Okay, yeah, and Crow, you definitely take position as well. So especially with Mai's like, exhibition, basically like her energy. Everybody do make me fortitude save as you're trying to keep up the tempo and trying to like dance along this never-ending song.
27.
Ooh.
Okay.
Dance for night, baby.
22 was a fail in the last place.
Yeah. But I also have like possibly your bonus with some mental effect.
Not. Oh wait, it's mental just in general. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I
some
thought it was
general
will
mental.
saves. General mental.
That's right.
So how does this?
I'm thinking like whether it's
You and your allies gain a
Saving throws
+2.
against
It would
mental
be
effects.
at this point against mental effects. Well,
Okay.
yeah, I think I'll keep that.
it's not actually
Nice
better than I
success.
thought, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it over the touch of corruption in actual.
Sure, yeah. Okay, yeah. So you move about. You are in step with your dancing partner, and look at some point, like naturally, you switch partners in like a very gracious like swap basically. Mai and Ocean, yeah, your body is strong and you fare well. Crow, your breath starts to labor. Perhaps because you're the only one who has breath.
Yeah, exactly. What a fool.
So you don't like obviously embarrass yourself. Like you have a lot of knowledge about like the etiquette of the waltz, but you do your body. You feel your body struggling, and you become drained one.
Okay.
I'm really curious what the other effects of the other place is.
Yes, and after this, basically, there's not really even an intermission, but at some point, Zithny says, "Whew, enough for me, a little while. Come, companions, join me in the corner where we can take a rest."
Yeah, my struts over, having her.
You'll sort of stumbles a bit, like sort of, It makes it way over just about one piece,
Okay. Yeah, Zithny, like as you're walking, he slows down and puts a arm around your shoulder, Mai, and says, "Now, I knew partying with follower of Urgatha is always a pleasure. Unexpected, but my thanks nonetheless."
We all have our own ways. Yes,
I must admit, you caught me as barbarian, but you have some grace in you. Meant as a compliment, of course.
Just saying, Jacko, I was ready for the performance as well. I'm training performance. as
Oh,
well.
if you want, yeah, you can also roll me performance. I'll keep it in mind with his attitude towards you.
Let's see.
Wait,
I'm
you even
gonna
say?
re-roll that.
Okay.
Oh, what's the chance of me rolling less than? Okay, there we go. 11.
Very
That's
nice.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. So his arm around you, he leads you to like a corner with. There's no like tables, but there's like this bar alongside the wall. I don't know if you know like for the ballerinas use, for example, and he just like leans along that. It says.
Oh, it's just like a
Would I?
handle bar kind of thing.
Basically, yeah,
Little-
you can handle. He has
Yeah.
he has like his elbows on it. What I appreciate most about myself is the ability to live in the moment. Take each day at a time, which is so hard to do when you have got so many of them. Carpe diem is, I believe, what the elves call it. Now, what do you appreciate most about yourselves? Don't hesitate to be prideful.
Quite the philosopher you are.
Simply must be, or just appreciate the finer things in life.
What I appreciate.
It is hard to put place on or there's one specific thing that one appreciates in oneself the most.
Well, he did say you you didn't need to be humble.
Of course.
Seem to be succeeding in that matter, at least.
No. But if I were to put that into one place, I believe the fact that I am still the way I am, in the sense that Dampiers are both not alive or not dead. It's in the limbo, so to say. I believe that brings certain perspective and other benefits that neither the dead nor the living, the dead or the quick.
You take pride in your quick half? Please do tell me of these advantages.
Well, there is the part where I'd be the simplest part really is the fact that if I were meet my demise, I still would have ways to come back as undead. While if any of you were to meet a similar fate, unless you had other more stronger powers that I know some vampires have and glitches, for example, then your demise would be your downfall forever.
I suppose I see it more as being eternally stuck as an infant before you can even begin your actual existence.
Well, there's
Limited.
there is limited time when I'm going to be a vampire in my life. There will be a point in time when either through combat or old age or whatever it is, I will become back as a undead instead. Until then, I choose to see a role in this with these eyes.
Personal opinion, I would highly advise and hastening that process. Then you will appreciate the benefits of being fully undead, wouldn't you say? Looks at you, man.
I have to double check a thing.
Bishop Olga Torres.
I'm pretty sure. Also, Mai is pretty pissed about the fact that her mortality was taken from her early.
Wouldn't you say?
I guess Olga doesn't necessarily isn't.
There we go. I'm just gonna double check.
She's just about becoming the undead of undead.
Yeah, she's more or less like following your desires and not letting mortality be
Yeah. Yeah, but she's not
a
against,
lick
I
in the
guess,
wheel.
becoming
Yeah,
like
she's
a
not
regular.
about. She doesn't preach being long-lived as a mortal. She does not.
Yeah, I was actually using the exact sentiment.
It's not like anathema for them.
Yeah, I was thinking like whether Crow could like not is it anything, but like not exactly going straight
Yeah.
according to the stuff. Like Crow could have made a comment on that.
The only I suppose as someone like Crow who's already walked the walk as a mortal, I would be able to agree.
There we go. And you? I suppose you're still with us. I should respect your tenaciousness, Hostion. Speak.
I do not have much, but now I have begun to appreciate my past. I know that I was once holding more power, stronger and rarer. That even if I do not know what I once was, I have found.
You've gone backwards. That's a tragedy.
I will get there once more.
Something to strive for.
Well, you've got time on your side.
Indeed.
Well,
Persistence.
thank you for your... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Before he starts speaking.
Yeah.
Persistence.
I
Persistence.
will do it as long as it is.
An admirable quality, although some of my brothers and celebrants are a little bit too zealous, if you ask me. Now,
What is? Celertree has many forms for the Pallid Princess. One would be, one would need to tread carefully not to, well, that's not mince words, piss her off by being too zealous in the wrong way.
yes, right you are. There's fun aspects and less interesting ones. Now, let me reward you with another... I suppose you could call them secrets. I know many. Another bits about Nathanalma, or perhaps Kirill, that old fool, or even your own patron, Berlin. I would
What's the
hope-
ball called? What's
We
the
would
coming
choose
ball?
between these three, you say? One
Or
secret.
someone else of your interest. I might not know them, but I do know many. Sorry, Patrick, you had a question?
And what was the ball called?
The ball?
The party that we're going to, the gala, or whatever you
Oh, it
want.
hasn't been like properly named or anything. Berlin just spoke of like a gala happening.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, well, and while our people person thinks on that, you're going to the gala.
Oh, yes. You must be more specific.
Let's see, it was thought to be in 2 weeks' time? At least 2 weeks' time?
Yeah, 2 to 3 weeks.
The one that's seemingly going to be in 2-3 weeks' time, held by the At this time, officially the highest office, like the actual main Blood Lord. Yeah.
Okay.
Officially held by the highest office, though. Seems fishy to me.
Now, have you already procured seats at this quite a highly placed table?
Perhaps.
Well, if you have, you'll obviously catch me there. Would rather die before missing a place such as that.
It did sound like a place that would have your shadow in every corner.
It is.
It's a bit more rigid, but interesting in its own manner. Is there someone attending that you wish to know more of?
I believe I know generally if this is part of the same questions before, a singular person that we wish to know about. Correct.
Alas, I cannot give you all my little tidbits.
Just to make sure it's part of the same question. I believe.
If you want it to be.
Woman can hope.
I believe we would like to know about my secret of Berlin. It is we have spent quite a lot of time with her, but us, and she knows a lot about us. It would be out of our benefit to know more about her possibly as well. If
I figured she's a friendly but hard to gauge little halfling, isn't she? I do believe, face to face, you might know her better than I do. I haven't spoken much, but you'll be surprised to hear that when we met, it was not the first time she had spoken of you. No, long before this. She seemed quite prideful of you as her little assets. And you haven't heard it from me, but I do believe she is grooming you to become bloodlords of your own.
I see.
He wants a group.
Crow's face doesn't look at all surprised about this.
She wants a group of equal status that she has a foot on.
Yes, a strong alliance, so to say. It is an audacious plan. The three of you promoted together into a position that is often held for a long time. But if it would succeed, she would gain power in her core.
If nothing else, it would be interesting.
It would certainly be, although not, to be honest, the most surprising plans considering the developments in the past and most recently.
Yes, you do seem like a smart cookie, but even if you had plans such as this, I would say it's not against your interests, probably. To be played as a card, even though you might owe some allegiance to her, it would be helpful in return. From what I've gathered, she's not a bad.
Well, thank you for your sharing this information with me.
Of course, my lips are loose. Now, let's venture forth to our next stop. Yeah, he exits. You can see now the coach is a little bit of a longer stop, so the driver is like standing, like leaning against the coach, like with like some sort of cigar. Quickly throws it away as he climbs his position. And you are led to a small building, and he leads you to an alley where there's opened a like cellar door leading into like a basement area. And you see like on the ceiling as you enter words saying "the den of forgotten whispers." You can, you see less of a party. There's only like the softest hints of music, and the people gathered there are drawn in. Not much conversation happening as you.
Was the ride long enough for me to be able to refocus?
Yes, for sure. Yeah. You're in a place of scholars and seekers. You can see people poring over like dusty tomes and volumes. The air is thick with like the scent of aged parchment, and you are led to like a small side room with an open door, so it's like basically part of like the same area with like shelves of books and parchments. And Zithny speaks up and says, "Well, I'm normally not a fan of libraries, but this is a place of hidden truths and dark secrets. Always an interest." And he kind of like just plucks a parchment off one of the shelves and says, "Now, let's see what we can learn today, shall we?"
Let's do so.
Okay, yeah, you join in trying to see what you can find that might be of interest.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great place to learn secrets on the station.
This is where Symphony gets all his information. Fucking Wikipedia page on the Whisper Cellar.
Let's see. This would be another fortitude save.
Whoa.
Really likes fortitude save.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this whole thing seems to be about fortune saves.
Also, you can have you can also roll with scribing if you want.
Ooh, I don't think I do.
Okay.
But I can check.
I mean, the DC is probably lightly easier, but slightly easier.
How low is my proficiency scribing? It's 2 less.
That is pretty tempting.
Plus without resistance, so it's 5. Less, right? Oh wait, no. And it's intelligence based instead of constitution. Yeah, it's should be
Whatever, I'll do with scribing, but that's why I gotta do it.
No.
Decent choice. I think like that looks pretty good.
Oh, you might want intelligence. Forgot about that.
Yes, you gather up like various
Not bad.
like books and parchments exactly. With knowledge, seems very specifically about people, like in the history of your land. It's very different from the research you've done like in recent days about like sects, cults, magic, power. This seems to be almost like a gossip library. You learn of like various dark wizards, for example, that would have like jewels in the city streets. Let's see. All of you managed to resist like the dust and sudden quiet of the evening to not like fall asleep, which would be a bit of a faux pas. Yeah, Sydney's kind of like just
success.
chuckling to himself. Let me double check. Yeah, you kind of like maybe like show him one of the parchment of someone. Like you kind of know his weird humor at this point, and you can like show him someone like falling into like a barrel of ale. Like this is high. There's someone in a high position and making a fool out of themselves, and he kind of like chuckles along with you. That's very good indeed. There's things hidden in here that's obviously one would never learn otherwise, and could be useful in a pinch. Now, especially against those that one would have a dislike for. If I may be so bold, you seem like a quite tight-knit group. What is one thing you dislike about your companions?
He talks too much.
Do you look at someone?
No. But I say he. Sorry.
Kind of looks at the skull on your mouth, looks at Crow, looks at mine.
He's impatient.
Kind of now blocks the connection.
Yeah.
Mine's like,
Opposite
He's
spectrums.
incapable of revelry.
I've noticed.
my dad sounds so good.
Well, that came quite easy to you, I must say, compared to the other answers, where I have to actually drag it out of you.
But these people are assholes, so it's easier this way.
Much.
Yeah.
See, used
A
to
bunch
us.
of assholes indeed. They are very capable assholes. That's why I love them in their own way.
And yet you managed to accept their existence alongside you. Well, if I had to dislike someone close to me, let's take Kirill, for example, that old fool. He's a very sore loser. He likes a little game here and there, but just cannot accept a loss. And he thinks he's smarter than he actually is, if I do say so myself. Which you might find out yourself. I do believe he was interested in meeting you as well.
Oh, yes. He unfortunately lost that game.
Indeed.
Yes, he did.
I suppose I'll treat him with a visit. Afterwards, he's always a joy, the sour, sulking expression on his face. Anyways, before we depart this stuffy library, anything else you wish to know? Kirill, the hag, myself, someone else?
What is that what makes you so... what's the fucking word? Why are you so against Natelma? I believe you both still serpents are affiliated with her, what's the phrase? I believe serpents are closely tied to Twilight Castrum. Not, and she teaches there, so you both have ties to each other in such ways. Yet
The loosest
you
of
seem
ties,
to be
perhaps.
slack.
I'm not a machine, following the celebrant's orders. No, I'm quite my own man. And my grief with Athelma is purely personal. She is a vile, disgusting, old creature who must be punished. I'm not asking for her death, at least not yet. If
And
your business
someone
with
rid
her-
me of this priest.
If your business with her is concluded, I would in fact ask you to bring her to me alive, so that our business can be concluded.
Do you wish to share punished for what? This most curious matter.
So what was the question?
Do you wish to share that why she should be punished? Usually there's a reason.
Oh, I believe I told you the reason at our first meeting. She embarrassed me in front of our Ghost King. On my first meeting with our Lord, which is unacceptable. Set me back for decades, perhaps a century so.
That is fair, yes. That is quite some time in this book. It's quite some time to do work.
Alive might be.
I believe currently she draws breath, as long as you do not change that. Shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah.
Grave hag she might be, but as far as I know, she is still of the living.
Perhaps this can be arranged. But we cannot guarantee it, as we don't know how things will go.
Alright, let me rephrase. Not necessarily alive, but speaking. In
More
whatever way-
arrangeable.
I'm glad to hear it. There is one more stop before the night doth end. The sunrise is soon upon us, but we'll claim some of the night yet. Follow me! And he jumps up.
By the way, from the dancing and all that, can I have a hero point?
Oh sure, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that was very cool. Good shout. Yes, and you're led once more to the wagon, to the like an opulent establishment called the Elysian Embrace. You can see you're immediately led by a servant into like a luxurious private chamber, and in the middle is a pedestal with a bowl, basically like a bowl with like a clear liquid inside. Yes, and Zithny is like shooing the servant away and closes the door.
A bowl
Like this?
or a bowl?
A bowl with liquid inside.
Okay.
Bowl. And he says, "Now I must warn you, do not drink this liquid, tempting as it might be. This is a experience of another kind."
What kind?
Maya walks up and looks into it.
Yeah, you look into it. No question that I must ask you here. It would be quite obvious as Sydney joins you as you look into it, standing behind you. What is your desire, Maya?
My desire? Like in the moment or in general? Because Maya is always hungry as fuck.
Greatest desire, if you're a hedonistic person and you think right now I need a sandwich or whatever, then that could pop up, but generally it would be more like your greatest desire in life.
That would almost be the same thing. Not a sandwich. Obviously. But,
All of that is
Sandwiches.
room full of
because my just wants to satisfy her hunger. That was momentarily satisfied with was Selby? Not Selby. What was Selby? I don't know. The sea what hag.
Sani.
Sani. That's the one. Who's Selby? Anyway, Sani.
We don't
Which was the first time she's felt satisfied since becoming a vampire, and I suppose, she has
Do you
this.
wanna relive that, like in the new?
Yeah, like
Get back to the vibe.
like an even greater banquet to the point where she would be able to stop being seemingly eternally hungry.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah. So you look into this mirror and you just see yourself almost like as if in a painting, like sitting at a table that is just filled with any kind of like foodstuffs you can imagine and you desire. And you can see behind you is like this statue of Urgothoa looking down upon you, like smiling. Okay, give me a forward to say.
Great. 12, 29.
All right, yeah, you managed to shrug off like this mental, like piercing effect as your greatest desire is like sapped away from you into this mirror. And yeah, Zithny like claps you on the back and says, "Yes, Sounds tempting. I see there's room for more. And he like looks at the table.
So what is this exactly?
Well, this is some sort of magical enchantment showing one's wish.
I see.
I believe it is important always. Keep it in mind so you do not lose track of yourself in the
So it shows
Smart
this wish, but is there any other thing to enjoyment? If I know what my wish is, what do I gain from this?
well, as my might attest to, it is quite fulfilling to see it in actuality. It seems almost...
Conditions.
It seems real, yes. Achievable.
Dreams, I see.
A little
Most
addicting.
intriguing. Most intriguing. Perhaps then I shall join you. Do others see this as well, or only me?
Well, obviously, as I like fucking or like give Disney a punch. Obviously, he's for mine, so.
Yes, these are private chambers, but I figure we know each other well enough now that we can take a gander. I'll go first if you wish. The celebrants have no secrets, of course.
Perhaps then this is fine.
Alright, yeah, Sydney wishes you away, Mai, and looks, bows deep looking into it. And after a moment, the image changes towards an image of Sydney. He looks quite similar to how he is now, but there is a sheen to him, almost like he's sweating, but
He's 2 inches taller.
Almost like oily in a way. It's kind of weird. Yeah, he's a little bit taller, a little bit younger. Maybe he wasn't. He has a youthful look to him, but this would be there's no wrinkle to be seen on his face. His musculature is a little bit grander. He says, yes. This, my friends, is eternal youth. Something I've achieved mostly, but perfection is always hard to grasp.
Okay. Now, is this something that you can deceive?
You're not completely sure how it works, but I'll just say that you believe that if you think on something that you know not to be true, for example, but you almost fool yourself a little bit, you could try to use deception to have something else seen, because this is not really this is a magical enchantment, you don't know if it's powerful to actually know your inner desires, mostly what comes up basically. So you could fool it that way to try and have something else shown.
Then try to portray social being friends with lots of people, that kind of social showing,
being the star of the party,
not necessarily star of the party, but having a bunch of people around having fun talks.
You're the spy master. You know everyone.
And not even not in that sense, more in the sense that it's just fun to talk with all these people that are nice to talk with. That kind of
stuff.
Not in the not in that kind of way, but just that.
Having surrounded yourself with like-minded people and
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, give me a deception check.
Such a naive person in Geb.
No, he's deceiving. That's what he is saying, showing. This is not his true design.
This wouldn't be a secret. I'll reveal it because it's quite obvious what would happen. Yeah. So you quite you know your own mental wards and trickeries. So you just conjure this powerful image of exactly how you wish to appear to be with friends that just happen to be powerful maybe, but also just enjoying a nice evening in with niceties around you. Sydney nods approvingly and says, maybe a quieter night than I normally aspire to, but it looks lovely, I must say. Once you do achieve the station of Bloodlord, we must try and get a little get-together going.
Yes, let us look into that.
Yes, and it looks... And you...
Does he put that to a fortune save? Just
Sorry?
if it was. I don't know if it was like the fact he deceived meant he didn't do a fortune save, or if that was.
No, that was like his way of like overcoming the magic, basically.
Sure. Then yeah, I will go up. I'm just about to say anything like look down. I think Ocean Creators I have right now. I mean, it's like mainly to like figure out what's happening, but that's very hard to visualize, kind of thing. It might, I think, probably be like the kind of the form he takes on when he's unleashed, when in mind is his most powerful, when he's at his strongest. Like that feeling of power that it gives him is probably what right now is like when he's at most, like that constant feeling. So probably like a combination of like all the different things we've seen before when he unleashes, like the armor, the runes, like the book, the cloak, like the magic circle on the ground, like all of this, like kind of almost him in the central plate of Blizzard that I see so often. Just like as this kind of probably still almost like faceless in it, but also kind of knows it himself.
Cool. Yeah, give me a. It would be a fortress save, but I'll give you a circumstance bonus for.
Is this a mental effect?
It is. Yes.
Can I use my new feat called Skeptic's
Start dancing.
Defense?
No, just kidding.
A skeptic.
I will
Sorry.
intimidate check. I don't believe in any mental twaddle, Jacko. Any weird things like this coming back to
All right. Yeah, you can if you want.
Yeah. I mean, I guess like in my mind, it's hard for me to really imagine what the mental effect is because I mean, I don't think it's. I'm not trying. I still like I'd mind if I see it, but I don't know if it's like if it was like it's very hard to tell because I'm not really sure what I'm like. What part?
So you think that if you were to like use this, if you like, you're perhaps most well equipped to deal with like mental defenses. If you were to use like this ability, like this strength in you, you would probably be able to stop the this magic, but probably nothing would be shown.
Oh, okay. Then I don't do it actually. Then also wants to see himself visual and sure feels like gonna fuck with mine a little bit. Then it would be a fortune save.
Yes.
Man, but what do I see the fortune save is doing then? What the fuck?
It's weird.
Oh, guys, you guys are rolling so well.
Like feel like will saves.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, we all.
Okay, yes, you lean in and it's almost like so you see immediately like swiped over like this individual standing there dressed in this gleaming armor with the cape behind it billowing in a strong wind. The face is like a void, like you can't see anything. Maybe it's like hidden by the darkness. And you do see hints of this blizzard that you've seen before, but you can see in this image become clear another creature shielding this person from the strongest winds of the blizzard is a large form in the darkness. Give me a perception check. Anyone who wants to like look at this closely. Yes, Blind.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, so you see a creature. It is hard to see, but all of you peer in and see a form. Let me double check something real quick. Yeah, there we go. Yes, a form. You see a beak on the head. You see wings like unfurled and like almost like furled around this person. You see the body of like a. The closest thing would probably be a horse. Yeah, just taking the brunt of the blizzards. The wings are feathered, and the entire body seems to be white, so it's hard to see in the snow. Now that is an interesting sight. Is this the previous power you spoke of?
That was me.
Well, which
What
one?
is- I kind of point to like the figure in like the armor.
Makes sense. Just thought I'd ask.
What is the other?
Some sort of beast, I would say. Anyone
I
can
give
try and
him a
roll
look.
me
Yeah.
a nature check if they want to figure it out.
Did Crow manage to see this as well?
Yes, all of you managed to see the details.
Crow
Doesn't look undead, I'm guessing.
Yes, you can try and roll lore on that if you want.
More bits. Nature.
Are you trained on
I just
nature as
asked a
well, Maya?
question. I just asked a question.
No.
I'm an asker, not a knower.
I have a +1 in nature.
Okay,
I
Maya,
was
you're
trying
sure?
to grab
Oh,
it,
sorry.
but
No undead would like have these wings. I mean, they're tied to like an animal, but they seem almost like, more divine. Crow, you know exactly what this is. This is a hippogriff.
ooh.
It is a hippogriff.
Yeah, I was just like, what is the association with Abraxas?
You think on it, Crow? Yeah, you don't know of any association with Abraxas.
I do not know any direct associations between the two. Perhaps.
Excuse me, what is happening here? This mirror doesn't show things you don't know. Why are you so confused?
I believe Austin might have modified the mirror with his mind.
So, perhaps once I knew this, but I do not. This is a version of myself that is
Yes.
in the past.
Yes.
You're weaker and suffering from amnesia. That is a tough deal, my friend.
He has a very strong mind.
Suppose you could call it that. Well, is that it, or do you wish to continue peering at this
Yeah,
evil
also,
as you?
also sort of drags his mind away after like saying for like quite a while.
I do not need to be invited to the blizzard, thank you very much.
Good.
Do enjoy the climates of the land. Well,
Yeah.
I hope that's truly sparked your fervor once more. Kind of like looks up and says, It is a shame the night always passes so quickly, so if you wish to ask me one last question, I'll oblige. Otherwise, I'll leave you to dwell on this glorious experience.
Same topics. I
Go back. We've just continued. Sure, there's two people sort to listen anyway.
I'm always a people person.
In that case, we have yet to speak of one of the three of you. So let's go with the last one then. Oh, well, you. I guess we know something of you. We know something about Berlin. So
I mean, I do not wish to speak ill of friends. I've already shared some of his lesser tendencies. Is there anything juicy I can give you for him? I believe it's only fair. I do know he is prideful, and he would probably not ask you this himself, but he has a desire for a promotion within his guild, and Nathanelma would be a nice opportunity for him. If you find yourself enjoying his company more than mine, then it would be wise to perhaps help him out.
The two of you could not share her? The friends you are.
It would be a logistical nightmare. Joining houses such as that.
Though they're in the same city at least, I believe somewhat permanently.
Yes, eventually perhaps, but at that point I believe the fruit would already be squeezed of its juice. And the one who gets first pickings will win, so to say.
Unless you both at the same time present, wouldn't you both be able to get the same information?
The machinations are not quite as easy as that.
I see.
A nice thought.
Perhaps then we do have a choice there that we have to make. I cannot promise you a decision either way.
You've given me a lovely night already.
I thank you for your honesty on this matter and sharing this.
Of course, and do thank me for my expertise guiding. I do believe I've given you the best spots in your lands has to offer.
You were quite unique.
Great places.
Another aspiration.
Unfortunate that we missed the theatre. It would have been an interesting show, I'm sure.
Indeed, a recommendation for a later time.
Does you have good spots? Does you that have good spots for opera? Would those be held in the theatre as well, the best?
Indeed, I believe most of their productions are classified as such. I do love their arias.
Well, that is the place to go to.
Well, then perhaps I'll see you there. For now, I believe we must depart, lest the rays of the sun catch us unawares. And the trumpets, of course.
Yes, the trumpets are most of us are afraid of, but to you two, the rays would be unfortunate.
Cannot afford a blemish on this beautiful visage. Well, once again, thank you for the lovely evening, and Yella will say adieu. And he opens the door and waits for a final moment, and then goes off into the night.
Well.
Alright. Yes, and you're left after a long and arduous journey with Lord Zithni of the Salamans.
Wasn't that a day? A night. We should return to our own room and discuss some things that we've learned.
Sure thing.
Alright, you return to Hasoli
Goes back
Hostel.
to the dance place, grabs Theo, the head of
Theus.
Theus. No one said you grabbed him again.
I was here for 7 hours!
We get there and go just
abandoned
dancing around with the head.
Alright. Yeah, you reconvene in Crow's room, I imagine.
Well then,
By the way, guys, are you fine with like ending at 9? Because I'm feeling like incredibly tired, exhausted.
Yeah, obviously, if you want.
Yeah,
if
that's
you
fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, obvious. Well then, we have one thing I would like to mention to you too. Of course, it's up to you how you wish to proceed from that point, but as Berlin warned us, one should not give the Bloodlords an upper hand. And while answering their questions and giving them information can give them an upper hand on you without you even realizing.
Well, if he takes advantage, tries to take advantage of anything I've said tonight, he'll just be another piece of meat on that table.
Yes, your desires are quite hard to manipulate. But we do have a choice to make when we get at Elma, it seems. Two bloodlords wish to have her alive, preferably, it seems. These two people also serve two different factions. So, both these are matters we should take into account.
The white was the like the guild that takes things
Export.
around. Yeah, export.
What did he want with her again?
He just told us that he wants Mathelma as well to get promotion.
Homage.
Okay, basically, but she'd be the one behind all the abomination kill.
Something like that. Like there's something in getting her after we are done with that.
Yeah, probably part of it is the fact that they use the export guild to get the poison around.
Right?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Kind of cheated them.
I personally think would lean on the export skill and Kirill on both questions.
Why not just give it to Berlin?
She didn't seem to have interest in.
She wanted the head, though.
She did want the head, I suppose. There is that. Yeah.
Maybe we could ask for the head back after we, they've dealt with her.
Yes, I believe there is the problem of, as Sydney mentioned, of first pickings, something on those lines. So, even if we were able to get her head back for our collection of heads, or something like that, that wouldn't be accepted by the other two bloodlords.
What?
I do not care much which one you wish to give it to.
Well, we still don't know how we can kill her without getting hunted in the city, so...
Yes, that is something we need to figure out separately. But it's more that whether if we do need to make a choice of which bloodlord to give her to after the deed.
I have an obvious preference, but
You prefer
I'm easily convinced.
You prefer Berlin?
Oh, I thought you just wanted the two of them to be the choices. Okay, yes, then Berlin, I suppose.
Yes.
Sunny otherwise. Sunny otherwise.
Oh, wait, what are you talking about?
Oh, Ziffney.
Sydney, yeah.
Tiffany,
Yeah, you are tired.
I am fucking tired.
Well, we have time to decide and figure out which one.
I will consider the matter once we have the body. Until then, I will focus on that.
Yes, let's focus on that matter, but it is something we need to decide. Or at least
Only if we succeed.
You hear a knock on the door.
My walks
Three
up
knocks.
and just opens the door up wide.
You immediately like open the door wide. Yeah, you see right in front of you is a crate with some still some straw sticking out. You're not sure where it came from, but you see a man walking only a few steps away from you. You recognize him as the driver that's been like driving you around, and he like looks back at the sudden opening and just like tips his head and then keeps on walking.
Is the crate like nailed down the thing in the top of the?
You mean is the top nailed down on the crates? Yeah. No, you see like two handles basically.
Okay.
Usually
Mine
it's
will
like
drag
little
the
latches.
box in, close the door, and kick it open.
Okay.
Kick it over.
Give me a force open.
It's a nice crate.
Like, you know,
It doesn't-
kick the handle to.
It seems to be.
push
It's
it
not
up.
necessarily a nice crate. It seems to be like one of those like wine crates
Oh,
that you could like just
not
transport
bad.
bottles in.
Don't kick the
Oh
bottle.
yeah, you do like kick it open, like you just break off the latches, and yeah. So there's like on the edges there's like these batches of straw, but instead of like being there a bottle of wine in the middle is a stone, like a glowing like bluish like oval stone.
Philosopher's stone.
And there's a note as well.
Gingerly picks up the note and reads it.
Maybe I'll
Sure.
float the stone into the air so we don't look at it from a safe distance.
Okay.
Like kind of turn it over and stuff. Do this all like 3D interact. You having like video games where you like turn it into your inventory.
Give me thy note.
Yes, this is well, it's I'll just read it to you. It says a reward for a night well ventured, and underneath you see PS. I have such delicious revenge in mind.
He convinced me. He's still my second choice. Anyway, I give the note over to Crow, and then I dig into like the hay and whatnot to see if there's anything else other than the stone.
No, that seems to be the extent of it. Yeah.
What is with people and giving others magical items without telling them what they do?
That is
More fun. Is that not what he seemed to be all about?
It wasn't just it.
I'm going to take a magic check just to check that it is just not a fancy stone.
Yeah, it's clearly magical.
School? Perhaps?
It is transmutation.
How big is this stone? Like, it's a crate. How big is this crate?
Big one.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. The crate looks like it should transport something bigger. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
This stone is perhaps not all it seems to be.
Well, you have your head. Figure it out.
Yeah, I'll try to identify magic.
You try and identify
I guess
magic.
see it as well.
Let me give you the checks.
Oh, yeah, he's in there. Cool. Unusual object. So I do the occultism. No, I'm gonna fail. Hand it to Sears. Take a look at this. If the world is no longer spinning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Alcyon, you think it is some sort of like lamp? You activate it like it lights up as
So
like a
okay, it's
glow.
for like the light spellcaster. Cool.
Yeah.
An
But,
eternal ruby you
yeah,
can turn.
as you like
Wasn't
discuss
really
with
magic
Theus, he's like,
transmutation talk you described. but okay.
It
I
transforms.
may have
Transform
less,
into a lamp.
I've used less substances than you, Master. No, this is what they call an Aeon Stone. A magical device that's... I think this one...
I mean, it is a stone, yes.
I'm not sure I see the use of it. It allows a user to not eat or drink. often very useful, but just not in our particular case.
Interesting.
Is he
I'll
mocking us?
reveal it.
But
Well,
there is one of us. It is useful.
Can you put it in chat?
So,
Also,
yeah.
would have helped our underwater adventure.
air bubble once a day.
Hmm.
Is that the?
I lost a minute, you know.
No, is it air bubble the? Oh, it is it. Yeah, it's the. Yeah, it's a trigger one. I enjoy air bubble. I don't know why, but I just enjoy air bubble. It only because I with Laslix, I think his name was, right, the kobold. I just randomly chose air bubble because I wanted more water and like more elemental spells. And then Tom got swallowed by a crocodile, and then I got to use it immediately.
Its reaction, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know, like if what you say is right, then yes, perhaps you use it. I do not know what your body needs.
Yes. Suppose not eating and drinking is very useful. Not needing to do those is very useful. Also, sometimes surviving.
Well, that's why it's useful for you. An interesting choice. Gift.
Indeed.
I don't know.
The man has plans.
Yeah, you can take it from you think, you know.
Oh, it's a drop, it's okay.
No,
No, it's
says
in
on the map.
it's on the system.
In the
system
chest,
gifts.
on the
Oh, yeah, it's
on the floor.
You also just, you know, 325 gold. Ooh, smack of moves, you know.
It's a very nice gem as well.
It's a very shiny lamp.
Yeah.
The collector will go wild.
Can I ask if this is actually from the adventure or something you came up with? This particular gift.
Sorry?
The particular item that we were given now, is that from the adventure or something you came up with? Out of curiosity. You don't need to say if you don't want to.
Oh,
Don't say that, bitch. Don't say it.
yeah, I would say.
Okay.
But if he made it himself, he really went for the effort of naming it as if it's gift. I'm a lazy DM. No one names fucking loot file.
I didn't name the chest, you know.
I don't believe you would name the chest. That's crazy.
It's crazy. I was spelling the name and everything.
Right? And even put in the apostrophe? I don't believe anyone would put no Saeed man and put in an apostrophe. Oh man.
Alright.
Alright.
So
We
yeah.
stop it? Or-
Yeah, we could stop here. I don't know if you guys have any like immediate plans or
I think like next thing I would think of like is that like it's starting like work on our leads that we have to try to get like
Dude, how are we gonna get her? Let's go to her house and kill her.
I mean we have a lead of the like where the one shipment is going and stuff, so we have some leads in the city.
We do? Okay.
yeah, you've been told that she holds public lectures and she has like an office.
No,
We
the
also-
thing
Factory.
Timmy just said was
Yeah, we found in factory there's a lead. Like factory there's we got a ship like a specific
Yeah.
location ELAT where
Isn't,
Oh.
okay, that's not the Twilight Cat. I thought I just kind of no. Okay, that was like okay.
I thought that
what
was
is
the
that place?
Twilight. I thought that was the
Yeah.
college.
Yeah, the address
shipment
was
was-
the Twilight Castle, I'm pretty sure. I'll
Yeah,
have to
okay.
check. But,
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing
Let's go to her house.
I don't know that I kind of caught on with was, you know, the donations to the Twilight place that we were told Tiffany's doing.
I have no memory of this.
yeah it's yes.
It seems to be specifically celebrant business and not his business that is done.
Yeah, serpents do invest in major serpents. That Twilight Castrum is affiliated with serpents in the degree that serpents invest a major amount of money to support the college. Much like the reanimators, I believe, do to their own one. that is slightly bigger.
Yeah.
Brain sizes, of course.
We should just destroy it.
Yes, but to do so without incurring the wrath of the city would be advisable.
Okay, we can discuss further what you're gonna do the next day. For now, you can gather a rest if you want, a short or a long one, and let's say we start at the beginning of the next cycle, next session.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for powering through, Patrick.
I'm gonna go and lie down now.
Do I
yeah,
lose
makes
brain
sense.
condition during night's rest?
Yes, I believe you do.
Okay, cool. I'll
Can
turn off that.
mark that off.
Yeah, alright, see ya.
Yep. Goodbye.